Now, on CNN, breaking news of the science behind creating a modified species of the Canadian lynx by a group of experienced and intelligent scientists. Hello, my name is Victoria. New discoveries within the science community have made it possible for science to modify already existing animals. A place to start was in the taiga. The taiga is made up of large trees and forests, located between the tundra and deciduous forest. The largest taigas are located in Canada and eastern Russia. Temperatures become very low during the winter. However, summer and spring have perfect weather. Most animals that live in the taiga will either hibernate or migrate to somewhere warmer, but return in the early spring. There are few animals that stay active during the winter. For example, the Canadian lynx. The lynx is a large cat with a thick coat, webbed paws, and pointed ears. They are mainly hunted by humans for their luxurious coat, and the lynx normally feeds on snowshoe hares and small animals like birds or rodents. They will eat plants or larger animals if necessary. Humans are a major threat to the Canadian lynx due to hunters. Therefore, in order to increase their chances of surviving or protecting themselves, scientists have researched the possibility of a man-made mutation to give the lynx an opposable thumb. From the Genome Project, scientists now have the ability to map the genome of any living being. So, to begin this mutation process, a group of scientists will map the genome of two separate lynxes, a male and a female. They will then locate which gene or genes are responsible for creating the anatomy for the paw. The second stage would be to map the genome of a human to find the gene or genes responsible for their opposable thumb. The strain of codons that produce the proteins for the opposable thumb will be inserted into the DNA where the code for the paw's fifth toe would be. The newly modified genetic code would be inserted into the nucleus of a stem cell from a Canadian lynx. The cells will then be put into a special environment, allowing for them to multiply. The new cells will then be implanted into the uterus of a mature Canadian lynx as an embryo. Through trial and error, eventually a living Canadian lynx with an opposable thumb will be created. In a special facility, the new animals will be monitored, and after about 20 or 30 lynxes are created, they will be let into the wild. Through natural selection, the newly modified species should be successful in producing offspring. To monitor the population growth, the animals will be tagged with a simple GPS locator. With an opposable thumb, the lynx could climb trees and find better locations to elude hunters. After debating pros and cons, scientists have found no dangerous threat to the environment with this new mutation. The opposable thumb will make it easier for the Canadian lynx, however, it will make it harder for hunters. Although unlikely, it is possible for the Canadian lynx to overpopulate due to the lack of hunting and predators. A result of the overpopulation could be extinction of their food source as well as themselves. On the other hand, if hunting does not decline, it will be impossible for overpopulation. Without our efforts, the Canadian lynx would most likely be a part of the endangered species list within a few years. Because the Canadian lynx has a bit of leeway before being considered endangered, we have chosen this species to be our test subject during our experimentation. If this project is successful, we hope to start from the bottom of the endangered species list and work our way up, modifying the species in order to eliminate the possibility of extinction.